So today I'm gonna come back to Earth and I'm gonna talk about digestion spiritually, right? So physical level digestion, we eat food, good or bad, whatever. Our body takes the good stuff and shits out the bad stuff, whatever. Our guts then are either healthy or good and can influence our moods. For example, you eat really shitty, you'll probably feel very shitty, right? So, as people and humans, we're consuming and we're receiving all the time. We're breathing, we're consuming media, consuming music, thoughts, ideas, pictures, Instagram, whatever, talking to people, that's consuming too. Whatever, I can go on, right? So, if you're constantly eating, and I'm constantly eating, and I never give my body a chance to digest, I'm pretty much fucking myself over, right? And that happens to you on the mental too. If you don't take time to clear your plates of food, clear your plate, clear your space, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be either clinging onto this thought or clinging onto that thought or clinging onto all these things that you're receiving that might not necessarily be good for you. So that's why I believe, or at least how I do it, I clear my space, right? Because my space is who I am. My spirit is my space, right? You can feel when someone's kind of intruding in your space, right? You ever been in a relationship and you're like, I need my space, and like even if you're physically apart, you can still feel like, like they're kind of in your space type of thing. Like that's a simple example as I can put it. So you got to clear your space so you can stop consuming. You can stop consuming all the food for your thoughts, the food for thought. You need to give your mind and your spirit and all your subconscious a chance to take a break, clear your space, consume, and then just kind of digest in it. And then kind of just mingle in it and have them like sit in the thoughts or just clear your mind. I think like meditation, it's good to just mentally give yourself a break. It's good for your brain, just like if you study a bunch of stuff and you're binge studying, cramming that shit in. And if you have a good night's sleep, you're better off retaining that information, right? Things like that. So if you don't, you're basically just eating all this food and you're never gonna digest it. I'm losing my train of thought, so let me look here. Okay. So after I clear my space, right? And if this is talking into experiences, like if I'm experiencing something, or I do this with inner work with myself, right? So I would have to see things as they are and not cast judgment upon myself. Because as soon as I cast judgment on myself before I take other steps, I am cutting myself off from exploring whatever it is, exploring beyond what made me judge myself in the first place, right? So if you judge yourself, you're automatically cutting yourself off from an experience or a lesson or some wisdom or something that can be extracted, something good that can be extracted. So I try to see things in a somewhat detached way when I go to inner type of work. And then once I do that and I don't cast judgment, that's when I come in and empathize with myself. Because once you do that, your judgments will be in a more loving and unconditional, accepting type of way, right? Because you're clearing your space of all the other bullshit that is in it. And all that bullshit is usually bad things that make you judge yourself. So that's why I think clearing your space is very important. And the fact that it allows you to empathize with yourself on a real level, you can extend that to other people, right? Because what the fuck do you really know about empathy if you can't give it to yourself? Type of thing. So that's how I personally do it. This is just for like inner work and all that stuff, right? So yeah, I think like either meditating or at least giving yourself a break, I feel that it's important, you know. But as anything, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just talking right now. So, yeah.